Researching how to build your credit score? Dwayne here with How to Build Credit TV, and in this video, I'm going to talk to you about the 5 categories that make up our credit score. But before we get started, this video is the 3rd video in a 4-part series about how to build your credit score. So if this is the first video you're watching, I'll put a link right here and you can click on this link and it'll take you to a playlist and you can watch the videos in the correct order, okay? So once again, this video is going to be about the 5 different categories that make up our credit score. But before we get started, I have a quick Once again, my name is Dwayne with How to Build Credit TV. This channel offers 100% free information about how to build credit, how to get cash back, actual cash money using credit cards, as well as credit card reviews. So if this sounds like something in which you're interested, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Okay, so the purpose of this video is just to introduce the 5 categories that make up our credit score. The 4th video in this video series will go in more depth about how to maximize each category in our credit score. So the first category that weighs the most, this is 35% of our credit score, is payment history. Payment history simply refers to paying your bills on time. So if you pay your bills on time, you'll be able to get all points or all portions of this part of your credit score, which would be 35%. It's pretty simple. All you have to do is just pay your bills on time and you'll get the maximum portion, which is 35% of this category, which is payment history. The next category, which is 30% of our credit score, is credit utilization. Credit utilization simply refers to how much of your credit are you using. So if I had a credit card with a $10,000 limit, I want to be between 0% and 10% when my statement closes. So you can use your credit card as much as you want, but when the statement closes, you want to be between 0% and 10%. So if I had a credit card with a $10,000 limit, I'd want to be between $0 and $1,000. That would be 10% of a $10,000 credit limit. The next category in the credit score is credit history. Credit history is 15% of our credit score. Credit history is basically referring to how long you've had established credit. In order to be in the excellent portion of this part of your credit score, which means you would get all 15% of this portion of the score, you would need to have credit established. You would need your overall credit age to be 8 years or higher. So that means that you need to have credit established for a long period of time, and you can't continually get credit cards or apply for new credit. So this is not just credit cards, this is any kind of credit, right? So like if I had a credit card that was 5 years old and then 3 years in I applied for another credit card, that would lower the overall age of my credit history. So in order to maximize this 15%, which makes up credit history, you need to have credit established. Your overall age needs to be between 8 years and above. Okay, so this one is one that you can't get all the points in this category without time. I mean, you just have to wait. You just have to have overall credit age and overall credit history for 8+ years. The next category that makes up our credit score is new credit. New credit is exactly what that is. It's new credit. So new credit is actually 10% of our credit score. This is a very low impact on the score, but what that means is when you apply for new credit cards or a new car loan or a house loan or a cell phone or to turn your cable bill on or to turn your light bill on, they pull your credit. And so in order to be in the excellent category of this portion of your credit score, you need to have between 0 and 2%, 0 and 2 inquiries within the last 2 years. So in other words, if I apply for 5 credit cards, I'm gonna have 5 inquiries on my credit report, and that's going to lessen the likelihood of me actually getting 100% of this category, which is 10%, right? 10% of this makes up your credit score. So once again, it's not a large portion. It's only 10%. New credit is pretty much, it's a pretty small part of your credit score, but this is a part of the credit score nevertheless, and understanding every single portion of your credit score will absolutely help you maximize your credit score. The last part of the credit score is going to be types of credit. This is another 10%. Types of credit just simply refers to the different types of credit that we have. For example, if I have a Best Buy card versus a Visa card versus a card from a furniture store versus a car loan versus a house loan. This is different types of credit. So this is your credit mix, right? So this, once again, is only 10% of your credit score. It's a pretty small percent. It's not one that I would really worry about. Like, I really got to make sure I have a nice mix of credit. Otherwise, my credit score is not going to be high. Once again, it's only 10% of your credit score. So be sure to check out the last video in the series. That's the step 4. In that video, I go into more details about every single part of our credit score, which, once again, there's 5 categories that make up our credit score, and I talk about how to really maximize that. I hope this video was helpful. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with somebody if you find it to be helpful. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment below. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care and be blessed. Peace.